Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is Friday, April 19th, 2024. Lance Brock here. Hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday so far, wherever you are in the world. I hope that it's not too windy right now, and hope that plane flying by and that rude car that just drove by aren't too noisy right now. But it is Friday, but it's a little different tonight. We only have WWE Friday Night SmackDown to watch tonight, since AEW Rampage will be airing tomorrow night at 10 p.m. right after Collision. Before we get started into this morning's episode of GMWF, just a reminder, there is a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic from last night, all about last night's episodes of TNA Impact and Ring of Honor on Honor Club. Now let's get into tonight. WWE Friday Night SmackDown from the PPG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Tonight there will be a fatal four-way match to determine the number one contenders for the new WWE SmackDown Tag Team Champions. And in that match will be the Street Profits, the New Catch Republic, the Authors of Pain, and the Legado del Fantasma. Also on SmackDown tonight, the new WWE Women's Champion Bayley will defend against Naomi. We will have another number one contenders match. This one is to determine who will face the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship. And it is the phenomenal AJ Styles taking on LA Knight. Yeah, should be a good match. I'm a fan of LA Knight, but I am definitely hoping they go with AJ in this one. And not just because, like I always say, I am a big fan of AJ Styles, but I feel that it would probably work better having a heel as the number one contender and be the first one to feud with Cody over the Universal Championship. And I wouldn't really say AJ Styles is at the end of his career or anything, but LA Knight, I would say he'll probably have his time in the sun sometime down the line to either get a shot at the Universal Championship or hold that Universal Championship in the future. But right now, I think that Styles is the one that they need to put in that position as number one contender to face Cody Rhodes for the Universal Championship. And that was the card for tonight's WWE Friday Night SmackDown live at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. As I said, that is the only pro wrestling tonight, since AEW Rampage will be airing tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern, after Collision. 3 hours of All Elite Wrestling starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. Also, tomorrow night we have the TNA Rebellion pay-per-view. Sunday night is AEW Dynasty on this big pro wrestling weekend. Definitely looking forward to it, but definitely gonna be busy. Saturday night, my plan is definitely watch the Rebellion pay-per-view, and during that record Collision and Rampage on my Sling DVR. So right after the pay-per-view, watch those shows, and then do 360 Wrestling Fanatic. Not quite sure what time that will be. Sometime either late Saturday night into early Sunday morning. The same goes for Sunday night, AEW Dynasty, even though there is only one show. Well, Most Wanted Treasures and Rivals too on WWE Superstar Sunday, but as far as actual wrestling shows, so we'll watch the Dynasty pay-per-view and then wait for Tony Khan's post-media scrum after the show. Hopefully he won't go too late, and then do a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic after. So that will be late Sunday night into early Monday morning. Again, as of right now, not sure what time we'll be starting, but just stay tuned this weekend. That is it for this Friday morning episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans. Thank you everyone for tuning in, for listening, for downloading the podcast. In the comments, you can go there right now and leave your thoughts and your opinions and your ratings on last night's episodes of TNA Impact and Ring of Honor on Honor Club. And you still have time to leave your pay-per-view predictions for TNA Rebellion and AEW Dynasty. Or you could always email them to me if you want, 360wrestlingpodcasts@gmail.com. And hopefully we'll have a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight after SmackDown, covering SmackDown only. So hope everyone enjoys SmackDown tonight. Hopefully 360 Wrestling Fanatic, and then hope you'll join me tomorrow morning for the Saturday episode of Good Morning Wrestling Fans, and I will preview tomorrow night's TNA Rebellion pay-per-view. So until tomorrow morning, have a great pro wrestling day.